Welcome to Humanist TV Africa. You are most welcome to Humanist TV Africa. This is the source of your information, especially on very credible news across the world. My name is Katom Kasa. I'm Ugandan. I'm proud to be part of Humanist TV Africa. And of course, in the studio is my brother Dennis Bongole, who is doing the production. We are finishing the year, and this is Humanist TV Africa, wishing you the very best in the new year. We want to encourage you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel and also our Facebook page, which is Humanist TV Africa. And also, we want to encourage you to write to us an email. Our email now is info@humanisttvafrica.com. Our email is info@humanisttvafrica.com. Plus our WhatsApp number is +254 74 73 56 767. I'll repeat. Our WhatsApp number is +254 74 73 56 767. Now, you may want to talk with us. You may want to communicate with us. You may want to advise us. You may want to join us. We are free and open to criticisms. We are free and open to advice. We are free and open to working with you wherever you are. You are in Canada, you are in Europe, you are in the US, you are in Africa, any part of the world you are, you can work with us. We are a registered NPO. We are registered non-for-profit organization. We are a registered charity. So don't worry about registration. We are an entity that exists in law. We are registered as a charity, and we are here to serve you. Now, you may want to work with us. You may want to volunteer with us. We are a lawyer. You are an artist. You are a scientist. You are a teacher. You are a researcher. You are a human rights activist. You are a journalist. You are whatever you are, and you want to work with us. We have space for volunteers. You want to open up more studios in different countries. So we welcome you. Please write to us at info. The email is info@humanisttvafrica.com and WhatsApp us at +254 7473 56767. Of course, the people who are going to receive you is Dennis Bongole in Uganda, and of course, Brian Kabeko in Nairobi, Kenya. Those are our mouthpiece. People are going to be speaking on our behalf. Now, this is Humanist TV Africa. We are having a website. We are having a YouTube channel. We are having a Facebook page, and we are on social media, as well as having physical studios. In Uganda, we have 4 studios in Uganda. We have 2 studios in Nairobi, Kenya. We have 2 studios in Nigeria. We have a studio in Zimbabwe. We have a studio in Sierra Leone. We have a studio in Zambia. We have a studio in the UK. And we have a studio in the US. We are still opening up more studios, thanks to those who are supporting us. And we want to encourage you watching us to join us, and we open up more studios. Our target is to have more studios across the world. Humanist TV Africa is not about Africa alone. It's about the world. We are all human beings coming from Africa. Africa is symbolically, so we are all one people. Caucasians, black people like me, Asians, and all other people. We are one people. Now, this is Human Study Africa, and that is the introduction for today. Now, today, being a special day, I want to talk about Africa in a special way because I am African, because, and I want to talk about using Africa's competitive advantage to empower people. Using Africa's competitive advantage to empower people. And today, I'm going to be showcasing to you Africa. That is Africa. That map was designed by my sister, our foreign comrade Linda Tilly, made that map for us and was saying, Africa, we are all one. Our late sister, one of the founders of Human Study Africa, is Linda Tilly. Linda Tilly died 3 months ago, and she made that map for us. And her message was, Africa, we are one people. True. Linda was Caucasian, raised in Africa, and worked in the interest of the people in Africa. So she made that map, and we shall always be using it in this very interview. Africa, we are one people, Caucasian, Black, Asians, and everyone. We are Africans. Now, today, I want to encourage you to visit Africa. The media sometimes has a tendency of depicting Africa in a negative image. They are telling you Africa is dying, Africa is poor, Africa is at war. No, that's propaganda, of course. I'm an African, I'm very healthy, and I'm very, very happy to be African and be from Africa. And I tell you, Africa is the most beautiful continent in the world, with the best countries, with the best sceneries you can visit. Eye-taking views, eye-taking sceneries. I want to encourage people to visit Africa. Forget about the media. Africa is not dying. Africa has the best lands in the world. Africa has the best environment in the world. Africa have the best happy people on average, even when they are poor in terms of having no money in their pockets. They are happy people. They are welcoming. They are hospitable in Africa. When you go to Africa, trust me, people are going to welcome you. People are going to be around you. People are going to lead you to where you want to go. People are going to really show you what we call Ubuntu. That is Africa. Now, today, I want to show you something different about Africa. And of course, in this program, this is episode 5. If you have been following our TV, please go. If you haven't been following, please go subscribe. First of all, go visit our previous talks. Go visit our previous discussions. Go visit our previous shows on Africa. You're going to see, I've been telling you what we have in Africa. We have 54 countries and counting. And all these beautiful countries have their own competitive advantage. I've been telling you, Africa, one of the best things we have are the soils. We have the best soils in the world. I repeat, we have the best soils in the world. They called it Kemet, the land of black soils. Kemet. We have the best soils where we can plant anything and it comes out. That is Africa. Number 2, we have the best environment, the best climate in the world. No debate about that. You want to debate with that? Go figure it out. We have the best climate in the world. Apart from the best soils, we have the best climate in the world. Anytime in Africa, it's good to visit. I come from Uganda, and I think Uganda is a part of Africa, as Winston Churchill said so. And I think that Britain was right. Uganda is the part of Africa with the best views, best sceneries, good people, eye-catching, breathtaking environment. That's my country today. But I'm telling you, today, I'm not talking about my country, Uganda. I'm going to mention 6 countries today in Africa that I want to encourage you to go and visit. Then, number 1, what do you have on number 1 today? South Africa. South Africa is one of the best countries in the world. Then slowly, my brother, I'm going to showcase all the 6 countries in this episode. Number 1 is South Africa. Have you gone to South Africa? Google South Africa, you will know why people don't want to leave South Africa. It's one of the best countries with the best sceneries in the world. You are doubting it? Google it. You are still doubting it? Go to South Africa, one of the best countries in the world, one of the best countries with eye-catching views, sceneries in the world. Africa is beautiful. Africa is lovely. Look at South Africa. Look at the water bodies, blue. Look at the sky. Look at the city. That is Johannesburg, South Africa. One of the best cities, eye-catching cities in the world, eye-catching countries in the world is South Africa. I want to encourage you, please consider visiting South Africa to simply see life, see the beautiful people, the tribes in South Africa, the tribes in South Africa, the happy people. I love South African dances. Look at Tugela Falls of South Africa. Look at nature at its best. South Africa, one of the breathtaking sceneries in the world. Visit South Africa, you will know that Africa has jewelry that actually they don't talk about. Look at the Table Mountain, South Africa. Look at the Table Mountain, South Africa. Look at those views, eye-catching sceneries. One of the best countries in the world is South Africa. That is number one, South Africa. Number two, Dennis, what do we have today? We have Nigeria. Nigeria, the Oga people. I work with Nigerians. Of course, I love Nigerians. Nigeria is one of the most beautiful countries in the world with the best eye-catching sceneries. Nigeria is so beautiful. Nigeria is so big, one of the biggest countries in Africa, but also one of the most populous countries in Africa. It has over 200 million people. That is Obudu Mountain Resort, Cross River State, Nigeria. Nigeria has some of the best sceneries in the world. If Nigerians don't know it, let a Ugandan tell you that we have one of the best countries in the world. Look at that scenery. I don't look at the building. I just look at the background of the building. Look at the roads. And by the Nigeria is one of the richest countries in the world. There are many countries in Europe that Nigeria is better than. In terms of resources, in terms of human resource, Nigeria is better than so many countries in Europe. Big, rich, resource-wise, more people in it, and very industrious. Nigerians, you should know your advantage in the world. One of the biggest countries in Africa, one of the most beautiful countries in Africa, one of the most beautiful, talented people in the world are Nigerians. So why not visit Nigeria? And then you'll know what I'm talking about. They are very creative. They have beautiful cities, beautiful villages. Life is in Nigeria. The green environment, the beautiful houses, the humble, good people of Nigeria. Many tribes in Nigeria, many languages in Nigeria, but still, Nigeria is a beautiful country. Number three, Dennis, what do we have? Number three is Kigali, Rwanda. I always call Rwanda my other country in a way, and I will not explain that. But Rwanda is a beautiful country. Rwanda is one of the most cleanest countries in the world. In fact, Rwanda has suburbs that are cleaner than some of the suburbs in Europe. Rwanda has some of the suburbs that are more clean than some of the suburbs in Europe, in some of these cities in Europe. Rwanda has beautiful roads, beautiful villages. I was in Rwanda. I fell in love with Rwanda. The many times I was in Rwanda, the more I loved Rwanda. Rwanda has its own weaknesses, has its own political challenges, tribal sentiments and all that, but Rwanda remains a beautiful country by far, with some of the most beautiful people in the world, but also very disciplined people, very disciplined, very calm people. Forget about the genocide. That was madness, happened and went. Rwanda is different. How about visiting Rwanda? Look at the sunset in Rwanda. When I was in Rwanda, I loved the scenery. I loved the people. I loved the hilly place. It's mountainous area. I love mountains. I love hills. Rwanda has everything. Rwanda is a beautiful country, definitely. Despite have political challenges, despite Kagame's weaknesses. Rwanda, in terms of scenery, in terms of beautiful scenery, beautiful views, Rwanda is a beautiful country. Why not visit Rwanda as a visitor and simply check it out on your own? Then we are going to give testimony of Rwanda, beautiful people, beautiful views, eye-taking views, smart towns, beautiful Kigali, very clean, good roads. Rwanda has it. This Rwanda today, you will tell me next. Next, Dennis, on our list, number 4, I think, Tanzania. My other country is Tanzania. I love Tanzania, and of course, I'm partly Tanzanian, but I will not tell you that. Have I told you that? No, I will not tell you that I'm partly Tanzanian, and I love Tanzania. Tanzania is beautiful. With the tribes in Tanzania, with the loving people in Tanzania, but most importantly, Tanzania has natural resources and has game parks. Tanzania has animals you will not see in much of the rest of the world. You will not see them in the US, you will never see them in Europe. These animals are in Tanzania and of course in East Africa. You can see elephants, you can see gorillas, you can see chimpanzees, you can see rhinos. All these beautiful animals are in Tanzania. It's a vast country. Tanzania, one of the most peaceful countries in the world. I repeat, one of the most peaceful countries in the world is Tanzania. I've been to Tanzania 4 times, I think, but Tanzania is a beauty. Go to Tanzania. Dar es Salaam. I love Dar es Salaam. I love that city. Dar es Salaam. I was there. Very beautiful city, blue skies, good people, very beautiful people in Tanzania. And of course, very calm, very humble people. Of course, there's Zanzibar and all that. I've been there. So I'm taking from a very vantage point of view. Tanzania is a beautiful country. Dennis, what is next on our list of countries today? Madagascar, another beautiful country in Africa. One of the countries people don't talk about is Madagascar. One of the most progressive, one of the most beautiful countries in the world is Madagascar. If you have a phone, Google it. You tell me. Breathtaking sights. Look at that beautiful city. Look at a water body in the middle of a city. They talk about London and other cities, and they think that they are the only cities with water bodies and made the city. No, Madagascar is one of them. Very beautiful. Even Nigeria has these water bodies within urban centers. But Madagascar has some of these. Antana, that capital city is wonderful. The roads are good. The sceneries, the mountains. I mean, the climate is good. The environment is good. Madagascar, one of those beautiful countries we can go and visit. The city is called Antananarivo. Antananarivo. That's not Madagascar. Beautiful country. Of course, with beautiful people, humble people, very welcoming. If you watch their documentaries, you love Madagascar. Why not visit Madagascar today? Google it. Find a site. Go there and simply visit. Dennis, what is next on our list today? Ethiopia. I love Ethiopia. I was in Ethiopia. I ate Ankara. Beautiful people. Beautiful people in Ethiopia. I love Ethiopians, I think, even more. Ethiopia has eye-catching sights. I was in Ethiopia. I went there to represent Uganda. And I went there, first of all, as an ambassador for Uganda and a conference of human rights. I was a human rights lawyer when I went to Ethiopia. I went under the banner of we are looking at women health and abortion rights. So I went to represent Uganda. I was the lawyer on the Ugandan team, and I went to Ethiopia, and the UN paid for my visit throughout Ethiopia. The UN, they United Nations paid for my visit in Ethiopia, and they took me across Ethiopia. If there's any country I really enjoyed visiting throughout, that country is Ethiopia. Ethiopia has history that people don't talk about. The earliest churches, the earliest Bibles, everything I found it in Ethiopia. There's Giz, their language, the earliest language they had, the civilization Ethiopia contributed. I was in Ethiopia and I loved Ethiopia. Beautiful people, beautiful images, beautiful, nice, beautiful meals. Ethiopia is so good. Good roads, very good transport system, talented people, smart people. Ethiopia is a very beautiful country. I was there thanks to United Nations for sponsoring my trip to Ethiopia, and I was taken to different cities of Ethiopia. And of course, I told you that Ethiopia is one country where abortion is legal. So I was able to visit abortion clinics. Thank you, Ethiopia. You are one of the best countries in the world. I will go to Ethiopia anytime, given an opportunity again. Wonderful country, Ethiopia. Dennis, what do you have on the list next? Of course, are we done? Oh, that was brief. This is Africa. Thank you so much. Today, I was looking at the 6 countries of the week I want to share with you. And of course, next week I'll be here with other 6 countries to showcase Africa and tell you Africa is not dying. They are telling lies. Africa is not at war. They are telling lies. Africa is not at experiencing famine. That is propaganda for the media that, of course, wants to put Africa down and promote their own agenda. We are saying no to that media propaganda. We are going to give the world the right picture about Africa, because Africa to us matters a lot. Thank you so much, Dennis. And of course, thank you so much, viewers, for watching Humanist TV Africa. This has been Africa and her competitive edge. It was Dennis Bongole in the studio, and I want to thank you so much, Katomo Kasa, for Humanist TV Africa. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Humanist TV Africa, and please remember to write to us at info@humanisttvafrica.com. Also, write to us. WhatsApp number is +254 7473 56767. Dennis is going to reply to you. Rani Kabeko is going to reply to you, and you're going to get feedback from us. Keep it Humanist TV Africa. Subscribe, share, right, and contribute. See you in the next one. Thank you.